Justice versus karma. That is a question that popped up in my mind today. I was suddenly thinking about justice, you know? How are justice related to karma, and how are karma related to justice? Because there are many unjust things that are happening in our lives, in the world, and I don't know, I was thinking about, there are many people that, for example, are imprisoned that are innocent, and what is the just about that, and what is the karma about that situation. So, with that said, justice is a man-made philosophy. So, justice is of course bound to the morals, the ethics, and the laws that we human beings have created. Now, karma, on the other hand, is a more profound thing. It's a deeper sense of meaning. It's based upon thinking from Hinduism, from India originally, and it's talking about the acts of your deeds. How are you acting in the society? How are you helping others? For example, are you generous with your time, with your money? With your resources in general. And that is the one that doesn't affect you only in this life, but it affects you in maybe several lifetimes. So justice, to sum up, justice is something that is affecting you right here, right now, and is a man-made thinking by laws, by ethics, by conception of moral. And karma is a more deeper sense that maybe you have brought with you in, for example, a previous life. Maybe you haven't been as generous in your previous life, and that is why you maybe get a little punishment in this life. I don't know. But think of a situation in your life, and I will tune in. What does justice have to say about this situation, and what does karma have to say about this situation? So I'll see you in the reading. Yes, as you can see, I've pulled out two different piles. This one on the left is talking about justice. The other one is talking about karma. So think about a situation in your life. What does justice have to say about this situation, and what does karma have to say about this situation? And we have a little special guest star joining us. She is protecting this reading, so yeah. Let's see, I will just put the karma pile a little bit to the side so we get space. Get space for the rest of the cards. So, what does justice have to say about your current situation? Okay, so we have a card about collaboration. Collaborate, Number 38, maybe 38 is your age, maybe you are born in 83, I don't know. It's a master number 11, and the number 11 is the initiation, the start point of something. So maybe this this justice in your situation has to do with something that you need to learn how to work more with other people, for example. Maybe this is understand that there are forces that are working behind the scenes. Let's look at the other card too, so we get, peaceful less resolution. That now now it got more clearer. Yes, so it's all about collaboration to make peaceful resolutions, whatever your situation is. This can be partnerships, this can be court cases, of course, conflicts within the family, conflicts that you have at work with your work colleagues, and it's important for you to realize that justice is not all about yourself. Justice is, of course, the universe is, of course, interested in that justice will prevail for each and every one that is within the same situation, even though you may feel it's unjust, right? And I give you a little example. Many years ago, my mother was in a court case with my aunt, and they got a resolution at that point where the inheritance were divided equally amongst herself and her sister. Now, many years later, my aunt sold the inheritance, and she got a huge profit of the inheritance. And my mother, she wanted to sue her. She was thinking about, she wanted to sue her because she thinks that's unjust that she have gotten so much money out of this inheritance. But as I said to her, you know that the court case is finished. The entire dividing between you and your sister, that is something that is finished. You can't come back now, many years later, and claim something that is not actually yours. Yes, you can feel that it's unjust that she got such a huge profit out of this sale. But that is how life is, right? And we have to accept it. You have to make peace with yourself. You have to make peace with yourself. So, what more can Spirit say about this justice? What does justice have to say with it? Justice says that life is all about making decisions. Of course, you have always the choice. You have the choice with the Isarun to stand still, and not move at all, or you have the choice with the T-Watts rune here to go to war, and with that, as I told you about the story about my mother, and yeah, she has a choice. Of course, she can try to go and sue my aunt, but how will that make her peace of mind? No? Is that going to make her a peace of mind? So let's see. Can we get some more messages from Justice? What does Justice have to say about your situation? So I feel that was some jumping here, those two. Can I get one more? Okay. So let's see. So the peaceful resolution. You have to collaborate. Remember that we have to remember that we are not the only one living on this planet, right? We have to think not only from an egotistic way, because each and every one of us wants justice no matter what, how it looks in just for you, right? So let's see. The three, well, once again the T-Watts rune, the warrior rune, the King of Cups, yes. Being mature enough to acknowledge when the battle is over and the world. We have the Hagalaz rune. I've forgotten what the Hagalaz rune is all about again, but I will check. So yeah, the Hagalaz is all about change and the ebbs and flows of life. Now, from a just point, in each and every scenario in your own life, you have to collaborate and find peaceful resolutions that everyone can live out. We can't keep on. Yes, we have to fight for our own rights. Don't get me wrong, but you have to fight for your right on a mature level. When you fight for your rights on a mature level, not from a level, as I said, with, for example, my mother, from a greedy level, right? Because you feel that it's not just that one gets more than you, but maybe there is something about acknowledging that maybe you have enough, maybe you have some other resources that this person gained in materialistic values, but maybe you have something that is more important than money, right? Maybe you have a beautiful relationship with your partner, maybe a beautiful relationship with your children. Maybe you just have a beautiful life, and yeah, you understand. So interesting message about from looking at the just point of view. Now we'll pull this a little bit to the side so we get space for the karma. So what does karma have to say about this situation? Yes, of course, notice the pattern. Maybe this scenario that are unfolding in your current life, maybe this is something that has happened in many lifetimes, because that is, as I said, karma is all about. Things that you have brought with you in past life are affecting your current life, and the things that you still are doing will affect your next life. So is there a pattern that is recognizable? Is it something that feels familiar with the way that you act, for example, the way that you think? Is this some sort of déjà vu? And we have the message of if you believe. So we all have the means to change our situation if we believe that we are able to break. We believe that we are able to break this cycle. Now it's very interesting that we have the Merkaba. And if you watched my reading the other day, no, it was, yes, it was for the last quarter moon in Gemini that we have, that we had this weekend. And I channeled suddenly the energy about the Merkaba. And the Merkaba is a 6-pointed star, as you can see here. And it's the balance between the feminine and the masculine energy, and when they meet at the point center of your heart chakra, that is when you find balance. Now this, as I said in that video, there is an ritual that you can do meditatively. Yes. So I highly encourage you to watch that video, because I explained that there. So it's all about noticing the pattern. Is there something that is recognizable? Is there something? Is there a déjà vu? Do you feel that the way that you react is familiar? Because I feel that many times when I react in a certain way, I feel that this is not only a response to, of course, defending myself, but it's also maybe a pattern, as I said, how I have reacted in many lifetimes. And whatever is unfolding, I feel very familiar, because as I channeled in another, in a meditation that I had, I channeled something about my previous life. And I feel that this situation that I am right now is somewhat similar. So we'll shuffle and see what is the message from karma about your situation. So let's see. Yes, the deceit. There has been many lifetimes with deceit. Backstabbing energies. Again, the relationship. We had the card of collaboration, you know. The relationship you have with other people in your life. How are you collaborating? How are you perceiving the energy between yourself and other people? Because we have the Manas Avos rune that is talking about relationship. Okay, so let's see. What is the message from karma about your situation? Have to shuffle on this side so my cat won't be triggered to chase after the cards. So let's see. Page of Cups. The journey to take back the power of your mind. It's always a journey to take back the power over your mind. We're always an apprentice when we come down here on earth, because we have to, each and every time we have to notice the pattern, and when we have recognized maybe the pattern, that is when our life is over. So let's see. Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Cups. So yes, we are always an apprentice when we come down to earth here, as I said. We are always on this journey of taking the power over our minds, and each and every time that we come here in our soul experience, we learn something new. We always get a brick. We always get a brick in our mind that we bring with us each and every time, and each and every time that we reincarnate here on earth, we are birthing something new. Yes, we are birthing something new. We are birthing maturity with, I feel, with the Feo rune. We are birthing maturity each and every time that we reincarnate here. And the end goal is, of course, to be in an alignment with the both aspects of ourselves, both the masculine and the feminine energy. That is the end goal, that they want us to ascend, of course, each and every time we reincarnate here on earth. The universe, spirit, God, whatever you call it, they want us to ascend. They all want us to reach nirvana at some point, that is called in Buddhism. You know, when you reach the highest spiritual end point, when you don't have to reincarnate anymore, your spirit, your soul has achieved all the knowledge that it's necessary, and your soul is then will be a guide for others. Let's look at the back of the deck at the end. Yeah, so the whole journey is about filling your own cup. Always. Look at this journey, look at this situation as each and every time, look at it as a journey to realize how you can fill your own cup. And how you can level up each and every time, emotionally. Because it's all about acknowledging our feelings. It's not about the wealth, it's not about the money, it's not about the status. It's all about our emotional well-being each and every lifetime we come here on earth or wherever we reincarnate. It's all about the emotional well-being. How do you feel? Are you satisfied with your life? Are you satisfied with your achievements? What are you grateful for? Are you proud of yourself? This is such a beautiful reading. I almost don't want to quit. But yeah, I have to because of taking maybe a little too long. But I thank you so much for watching this beautiful message, and I see you again in another reading very soon. Bye for now.